Was good, you guys. Thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in with me today. What's up? Hey, babe.
What's going on, sweet thing? How you doing over there? How you doing? What's going down to the chat over there? Salute to everybody that's coming through and showing love.
What's up?
We got Moni Love, Princess Knowledge, Neff the Brat. Neff the Brat say, "Hey, are you telling stories time from the lives now? Are you telling story times from the live now? What you think about that, babe? This a story time?
It's a reaction to story times, to my old story times. It's their reaction videos. And so you guys get to interact with me as far as asking questions, and we're recapping, and you guys are getting the behind the scenes story of the story times, because there's so much stuff that happens that I never got a chance to say in those stories. It's more to every story that I've told. It's way more to it. But I'm not doing movies. I'm telling stories. So I just break it down and tell it to you guys. But I'm talking about other events that happen in the stories as well as recapping the stories. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool.
So basically, you just elaborating on what went down and expanding on everything that you told in the past, and giving more insight to what's happening, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you dropped another video today, where you basically just highlights from the show. Will they be getting more of that as well? Just highlights from these shows and different things like that as well.
Absolutely. So if you've been here, you already know how the show is going. We sit here, we talk about it, we listen to it, we break it down, and I get a little bit more in depth with things. Then the highlights is exactly what it's called, highlight reels. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm really happy about what's going on over there at Twitch, man. Twitch is
yeah,
really doing this thing. They really letting us shine over there and letting people go over there at Twitch. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really no half stepping, but we're gonna continue to grow and expand over there. And salute to everybody that's watching us over there at Twitch. We haven't Princess Knowledge. We're not doing Twitch replays as of yet. We just going live from Twitch, but we doing something completely different over there at Twitch, man. So you want to go over there, check us out over there at Twitch, because after this, after we get done over here on YouTube, we had an after party over there at Twitch, and it's lit every day. Every day. Every day. They really enjoying what we doing over there at Twitch, because we got a whole lot more freedom on Twitch. Shout out
yeah.
to everybody on Twitch. Jetta Baby, Rika, um, Gudo, Gudo Slon, Gudo Sean. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Tiana West, Miss Tasha, Princess Knowledge, Moni Love, Ace of Spades, Deborah, Bigfoot 73, Miss Love, Miss Tulu, Miss Tulu, excuse me. So shout out to everybody that's watching us in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? And coming through and showing love. We appreciate you.
Let me say this, because Bigfoot 73 hit me up, and Bigfoot 73 is a C-HIVE member.
Mhm.
Well, Bigfoot brought it to my attention that she wasn't able to comment. Her comments were being deleted, stuff like that. Turns out Bigfoot 73 was blocked.
Was
She's
blocked.
a whole She was blocked. YouTube had blocked her.
Mm.
So if you're hearing this and you can't comment, or I'm not paying attention to you, stuff like that, it's because I don't see you. So check and see if you're blocked, as
Yeah.
well as unsubscribed. As y'all know, now remember when I did that video talking about the last little, when I did the video talking about how YouTube was doing, about how they blocking the content and shadow ban and this, that, and the third. Now, from the time I did that video, which was a week ago, it's been a week. It's
Hmm.
been two, maybe a week or two ago. They have unsubscribed maybe 70 people from me.
Shit, more than that. It's over 100.
Yeah, it's 191 people.
Yeah. But I mean,
They're not even sending out. Wait,
go ahead.
I said they're not even sending out notifications that this is here. People are not getting notifications, none of this. And they're capping it and they're blocking it. I don't give a damn though. I'm enjoying.
Yeah, we having a good time over there. I mean, it's crazy because we doing just as many viewers in the live on Twitch damn near as we are in YouTube afterwards, man. But so I want to say to everybody that's just been riding and supporting us in all our endeavors and everything that we doing, we really appreciate y'all, and we wouldn't be able to do it without y'all. Princess Knowledge says, I can't wait for Love After Lockup content. I love that show and I always wanted to get your viewpoints on it.
Woo, baby, it's coming. It's coming.
But wait, we gotta. I want to lay that down because it's important that we're not gonna be able to. Them people over there at WeTV, they be watching Cece a lot, so we can't. We're not gonna be able to share any of their content. She's really popular in their chats and all that, and that's kind of like the reason why. If y'all don't know, that the reason why she was even she stopped reacting to videos because she was reacting to Love After Lockup is because the people at WeTV tried to give her a TV show, and but she didn't want to do it because they weren't talking about paying no money. And so when she did that, one of the first thing they did was they started striking her content down, and so she started telling her own stories, and that's where y'all actually got the stories from because the people that Love After Lockup over there at WeTV, they start striking her stuff down. So but it's all good. I mean, we got a lot of other stuff going on over there at Twitch. So make sure that y'all is on deck for that. Just make sure y'all on deck for that. You know what I'm saying? Look, we got a we got a old school gym. You was telling a story yesterday about you getting locked up in Owatonna, Minnesota up there. And this is a Indian reservation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you get locked.
Minnesota is a reservation.
Yeah, Minnesota. A lot of people don't know that it's a pretty much an Indian reservation, and so you actually go to county jail over there, and you what you do with your keys over there? You told where you put your keys at because you didn't want them to get in the car.
I stuffed it in my coochie, my prison pocketbook, my jail pocketbook, my cootie cat. Sydney
But
Dean.
she stuffed her car keys in Sydney Dean because she had $32,000 in the car, and she also had a whole bunch of
Merchandise.
stolen merchandise in there.
It wasn't stolen. I paid for that.
What you go to jail for over there then? What they take you to jail for?
Retail theft. Yes.
So that brings us to today's story that we're gonna be going through today. Today's story is you're actually in the county jail and you are the only African American inmate at this place. I've been in this situation before. I caught a case. The feds picked me up. It took me back to the border where my case originated at, and being the only black person in a jail or a FDC or anything like that, whether male or female, can be a very, very surreal experience. It's real weird because no matter who you with, you could be in a mostly Asian, mostly Hispanic. When they got the numbers, these people are completely different people towards you. And in your case, it was Native Americans, right?
Mm-hmm. And a few white people.
And a few white people.
And you want to know what's funny about this? Because everybody, including Sierra, who I'm talking about, all of them are Facebook friends.
Yeah, and that goes back with the stories when you be telling these stories, and I had to watch the comment section, and you see a lot of these people saying that you exaggerate these stories and stuff like that, which is hard for me to digest because these people that she's talking about in these stories actually exist. I've seen comments of these people laughing, and even people she done been in fights and shit with, like Sierra, and these laughing about, yeah, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? These people, she still interacts with these people because and it's
daily.
Yeah, it's intriguing seeing it, and then you know, it really opens your eyes up to, you know, how little people online really even know and understand what's going on. But I think that's really, really dope being able to see that behind the scenes, just me myself. So
Yes.
so you ready to so what's going on with your life outside of the storytelling at this point right now with this video we finna drop?
I was getting fat. I was I was I was I was I was cooking for you, and you was freaking me, and our bellies was bumping.
We was bumping bellies. We was bumping bellies back then. Before straight drop, we was bumping bellies, baby. But it ain't no thing.
Wait, let me tell you. So at this point, when I'm telling the stories, let me tell you, I was going out in the world. So people was catching wind of the channel, and people are reaching out to me and asking me, "Am I gonna tell about them?" And I'm going through this. Uh, uh, the old people I used to hustle with, they reaching out trying to tell me they part of the damn story. I don't give a damn about your part of the story. You sent me on the dummy mission. You know what I'm saying? You sent me on the, I'm talking about dudes I ain't talked to in so long, reaching, hitting me up and saying X, Y, and Z. Listen, people trying to extort me. People trying to extort me. That's how the C-HIVE membership end up becoming, because people start trying to extort me. So I'm like, I have no problem. I can tell my own stories. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is a real dope time. I mean, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the ascension of Cece. At this point, we know she's going viral, and it's going crazy every day. Every day she's doing 1,000, 2,000 subs every single day, and everything is taking off for her. And like I said in the beginning, we had no idea that this was gonna do this. We was just putting this out here and seeing what happened. And you know, I was like, well, I mean, you got some great stories. Let's build a channel. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we finna jump into this video. Is there anything else you want to say, baby?
Enjoy the content. What's good, you guys? It's your girl Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka Cece, and I want to thank you guys for stopping in with me today. Before we get started, can you like, subscribe, and share? Please share the videos to my new subscribers. Hey, welcome you guys to my old subscribers. I really appreciate you all. Listen, if you haven't caught up on my videos, you might want to go back and listen and to bring you up to speed. You know, my videos are done in order
Get this up
throughout my life. Well, through my journey through the prison system, the jail and the prison system. So all these videos are in order, and you can get an understanding if you go back and look at the other videos. And once again, please, I'm in the Steele County Jail. You know, Montana, Minnesota is an Indian. If you go back and look at the other videos. And once again, please share. Now, at this point in time, I'm in Owatonna, Minnesota. Owatonna, Minnesota is an Indian reservation. I'm in the Steele County Jail, you know, and I'm the only Black person in this damn jail. Now, I done found out that, you know, the police then came and towed my car. I done stuffed my keys in my pussy, and I'm really trying to figure out these weird ass bitches that's around me. You know, now when I say these weird ass bitches that's around me, I'm talking about the inmates. I was in a jail with nothing but meth addicts. Everybody in there was a meth addict, you know, and everybody in there knew one another. These motherfuckers knew one another. They all was locked up for the same shit, drug, meth. You know, either they was doing it or selling it or both. You know, they was ODing and coming back to life and all other type of shit. And all of them, well, I don't want to say all of them, but a couple of them got locked up in the same fucking place at different times because of the same dude. And if you ask me, he was telling. You know what I'm saying? But when females are on drugs, they do any damn thing for drugs, because the dude who they was talking about, who all of them was locked up because of, you know, he ain't had no fucking legs. He was in a wheelchair. And why in the fuck is you young bitches over there with this man? Now, I look, you know what I'm saying? I look young for my age. I'm 40 years old. I look young for my age. At that point in time, I had to be like 31, 32 years old. And these bitches, which were a few years older than my daughters, look older than I did.
Yep.
Now, the problem that I was having up in the jail was these bitches. They were just in a sense, I felt like they were trying to gang up on me, like, who is this black bitch or whatever. And then some of them, when they did talk to me and everything, they put an extra on it to show me how urban they was. And it's like, bitch, you're like trash to me. What the fuck is you? What is all this extra shit you doing? Like, be normal, So to me, this shit was weird. Now, the issue that I was having.
Okay, I want to stop right there. You said they putting an extra on that. You know what I'm saying? Because this part right here, this is a part of the story that it's kind of vague a little bit. You saying they put a little on it, and then he was like, you're like trash to me. Like, what's going on with that? What are you talking about on that?
Okay, first of all, I don't know why when certain people see a black person, they want to try to let them know how down they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, we don't come from the same place. Your struggles is not my struggles, and my struggles ain't yours. You ain't went through shit I done been through. That's one. The conversation, the words they use, or let's just say if the word was vibe. Oh, you a vibe. You doing all it. Girl, and all this other stuff. It's like, bitch, I don't even do that. What are you talking about? That's one. Two, let me back it up. When I say multiple, damn near all those chicks up in there knew one another because they all from this little place, either they from Steele County or Mankato, some stuff like that. A lot of them chicks was up in there for dealing with the same dude. It was this dude, damn, what's it his name? Jeff or whatever his damn name was. He was in a wheelchair. He ain't had no legs. And he had money for out there, Social Security, and then they get a stipend or whatever. But his crib was the meth crib. And so he paid chicks. You could go over there and sell a little cat and he got meth for you. He capped it. And he didn't do it, but he was just a grimy ass dude. But he kept the chicks around him high so he could have a coochie available to him all the time. Now, by this being a small town, the police notice. The police notice that everybody that be over there get high. And if you want to get high, that's where you go to. So all of them was busted at one time or other at the same damn place. This man has slept with them, whether they young or old, at the same damn place. Some of them were sisters. Some of them, one of the chicks was his actual wife, but they was like estranged, but she go over there to get high. One of the chicks was his niece. Her and her friend was up in there because the friend sleep with him, but he, get a meth to her. It was a whole damn reunion right there up in there. It was this other chick. She was driving through there. She was locked up. She was driving through there. But she was drunk. Like, she was drunk when she was driving through there, and she hit somebody and killed them. Damn. Like, so she was in there for vehicle manslaughter. So she had to do 5 years up in there. It was another chick who was actually gorgeous. Her name was Chelsea, but she was in there for meth. She was getting high, and she was up in there for 5 years, and it was just listening to them and their stories and listening to the little stories of their culture. And no matter what they said, like every time they would explain where their house was and how they lived, it just gave trailer park.
Damn.
Like, it just gave trailer park or a crib that smelled like dogs and piss and feet and meth. I don't even know how meth smells, but I'm pretty sure that house smelled like it. They clothing, the way it was described, gave thrift store trash, homeless, junkie. That's what it was. And I'm like, and they'll be trying to talk to me like they can relate to me, but bitch, you can't relate to me. If me and you was in the same setting, I would be the dealer and you would be exactly who the hell you are, the junkie. So,
you ready?
Yep. from the outside was I was trying shit you doing. Like be normal, you know? So to me, this shit was weird. Now, the issue that I was having from the outside was I was trying to get bonded out. I was talking to my sister and Fat Boy on the phone, constantly trying to figure out how the fuck to get bonded out. Now, one of the girls, which her name is Sierra, and you're gonna hear me talk about her a lot. She gave me this number to this bail bondsman. You know, now come to think of it, this motherfucker could have been her cousin or any fucking body. But she gave me this number to this bail, and it was her cousin.
Really?
And I found that out maybe 2 years ago.
I want to look up. Well, how you spell Owatonna? Can you tell me?
Owanta. OW some shit. I'll send it to you.
Oh, I see it right here. I want to look up the population of Owatonna population. It's 26,000 people there. It's 26,000 people there in Owatonna, Minnesota. And I'm tripping on I'm tripping on this because you know that out of that 26,000 people, those people are just grouped into one section, the junkies. And like you said, they all going over to this guy house, and this guy knows that he can sleep with all the girls there, and he's providing the meth, and they all going over there and laying up with him, getting high, and he's staying clean, but he ain't, he in the wheelchair, so he just gonna make sure he got everything he need to make sure that he keep the hoes over there and keep it cracking over there at his crib. And these people are all sectioned off to one portion of this city. And it's so easy for the police just to go over there and just pick them up at any given time.
At any given time, and that's exactly what they did. Another thing about that Owatonna jail is they did weekend jail. So you out all week long. You just turn yourself in on Friday nights, and they release you again on Monday morning.
Wow. That's crazy. Let's get to it.
And he, my sister in any fucking body. But she give me this number to this bail bondsman. And he, my sister and Fat Boy talked to him. He sounded like he was on the up and up. That was the initial conversation. So when it came for the money portion of the conversation, his attitude switched up and everything and all this. And he was talking to my sister kind of, like she was beneath him or some shit. She said she got a real funky ass vibe from her. And my sister don't lie about no shit like that. So I know I was getting funky ass vibes from these bitches I was locked up with. My black ass had no business up in them people's jail. Have it go. He tells my sister and them to send the money via Western Union. Mind you, this motherfucker got an office. He tell my sister and them to send the money Western Union. When they send the money at Western Union, this motherfucker was supposed to come get me out of jail. Now, why my sister didn't come get me herself personally out of jail was because I didn't live in the state. So they only trusted a bail bondsman to get me out of jail. So they sent a Western Union to this bail bondsman, and just as sure shit stank, this motherfucker disappeared. He disappeared from the office that he said he was at, which come to find out to be an abandoned location. Mm-hmm. And he was answering his phones now. He was answering his phones. He had 2 numbers. He was answering both phones. People don't understand what I be saying is he disappeared. So this man had, hear me out. He had, in order for you to be a bail bondsman, you have to get insured, right?
Right.
You have to be insured.
Right.
But that's only if you got a building. Only if you got a building. So he had created flyers. He found an abandoned spot to put the address on there. And his business numbers were just cell phones. And he dropped flyers at bus stops, at in the jails, and you don't have to check and see if this is a legitimate business, because if you are in jail, you see a bail bondsman a thing, you like, damn, the little flaps, you could just tear that off. You know, you can just
Yeah.
tear that off. So people when they doing bullshit, it's always good to have a bail bondsman on deck. You know, so you see it, or when you go in, you could just they have community boards when you go up into certain jails and shit. You could just put that up on the community board.
Right.
So when people trying to get out, they see that. You know what I'm saying? They see that, and it's easy business. So he is a dude who's very savvy, because I think he used to be like a probation officer or something. So he knows the system. And I always say this: once you know the rules, you can break them. You know, so he knows the system. He know how to look up cases and all this other shit, which comes to find out it's easy as shit in that small town. Let's just say Owatonna and Mankato, Steele County, Owatonna, all that. Those are bordering cities, you know,
Neighboring towns.
neighboring towns. So all you got to do is put in warrants or charges for Steele County, for Mankato, for Owatonna, stuff like that, right? And everybody name arrest dates, your name, your address, and your charges comes up online. You don't even have to do no Halifax search, and this is updated daily. So if you was ever going through there and you wondering if you had a damn warrant, all you got to do is type in that town and your information comes up.
Right.
And what he was doing, based on whatever you was locked up for, he was taking your money. But he was taking money any damn way. He really went rogue.
Yeah, I was always I always questioned a part of that story. Not question, but I was always confused on that part of the story. As far as how he scammed you, or how he scammed, or how would you even become a bails bond? How do you even become a bails bondman and nobody hold you accountable? You just be able to steal the bail money and dip off, and nobody know what's going on, especially in a little town like that. But now you tell the story about, or you say, about the insurance and the bond and having to have a building and how he actually did it. And wow, he was scamming real heavy his own self.
The thing about a lot of people that judge me for being for previously being a scammer is, bitch, you a scammer, so you just didn't get caught. If you filing somebody else's kids on your taxes, you a scammer. If you doing all them little twos and fews, them little extras to get that little extra money, you a scammer. When you actually clock in or have somebody clock your ass in to your damn job and you don't show up till an hour later, you a scammer. When you go to a store and you switch your damn price tag, you a scammer. When you go through self-checkout and you don't scan all your goddamn items, you are a fucking scammer. When you sit up there and ladder damn child support so you can get some money, knowing damn well dude been giving you money, but you act like he ain't gave you nothing, bitch, you are a scammer. Like, what are you talking about? But you just ain't been caught. But you listen, when you change wording on documents to try to prove a point, you are a fucking scammer. You're a scammer. You just ain't been caught in the law's eyes. But bitch, you are who you are.
Well, some people might say that, some people might disagree with you on that. They might not say it's not the same. What do you say to people that say that that's
How
not
is it not the same? A lie is a lie, right?
right?
A death is a death, right?
Right.
A thief is a thief, right?
That's true.
A storyteller is a storyteller, right?
That's true.
So how the fuck is a scam not a scam? If you did anything that wasn't the fucking truth, that wasn't the truth. If it say A, B, C, and D, and you change that D to another C to have a double C, that means you scam. You made somebody believe some shit that was not correct. It was not accurate. But niggas get scammed every day. Bitches get scammed every day. And the person who's doing it is a scammer. Just like me. Let's just say you and me.
Right.
And we're going to keep this on relationship part. What if I came to you and I told you, oh, baby, you so fine. I want to take care of you. I wash, I cook, I clean, I suck toes, I suck your dick. I do all this. And I came to you representing one thing, right?
Right.
And it makes you break down your guard, right?
Right.
And you give me the opportunity to be in your space, right?
Correct.
And when I get in that space, I do everything but that because I don't know how the hell to do it. I am a scammer.
You scammed me.
If you fill out a job application for a forklift job and you ain't never drove a damn forklift in your life, but you Google how to fuck to drive a forklift and you are able to put this on your resume, down on this application, and they hire you. And you get your ass in that job, right? And
Right.
the first thing you do is you take that damn forklift, you start it up and run into a wall. You ran into the wall because you don't know what the fuck you doing, but you scammed your way into that job.
Those are great points. You scam them people.
Right now, it's a whole bunch of media stuff going on. A whole bunch, right? We have a president in office who got elected off false pretense. Nothing he said, everything he said he was against, he's doing everything right now. He scammed the damn people. Scam. A scam is a scam. No matter who's doing it. If you lead people to believe something other than what your intentions are intended for, it's a scam.
It's true. That's true. Can't argue with that. Them is cold, hard facts.
And he was giving my sister, he disappeared from the office that he said he was at, which come to find out to be a abandoned location. Mm-hmm. And he was answering his phones now. He was answering his phones. He had two numbers. He was answering both phones, and he was giving my sister and Fat Boy the runaround. Now, I done been in this jail like 2 days now. You know what I'm saying? The bail sponsors ran off my motherfucking money. He's telling them like, yo, I'm gonna get her out. I went up to the jail. They wouldn't let her go and all this other goofy ass shit. I'm talking about a straight spin move. I'm irritated. I'm talking about I'm annoyed. I'm stressed the fuck out and I'm ready to fucking blow. Everything is getting on my nerves. These loud ass bitches. Now I gotta tell you this. I don't like loud noises. I don't like loud voices. I don't like screeching noises. And I hated a bunch of commotion around me. It makes me angry. You know what I'm saying? It makes me ready to pop off. It makes me ready to explode. It makes me violent. Maybe it's something wrong with me. Maybe I need to seek some help from, but I don't like loud noises. Now, when you're in jail, you cannot tell a motherfucker what they can and can't say. You're not a CO. You know what I'm saying? And jail is the perfect place to be the worst you. Jail is the perfect place to be the worst you. So
explain it. Jail is the perfect place. That's a cold line right there. Jail is the perfect place to be the worst you. Explain
what's the worst? What's the worst that can happen? You already in jail.
Yeah.
I don't have to respect you. I don't have to get along with you. I already got life going on. I could cuss you. What they gonna do? Put me under the jail? They gonna put me under the jail. And I'm not going up in there to be what's that, outstanding citizen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not there for that. I'm up in here because I did some shit. And if you fuck with me, I'm gonna do some shit to you.
I mean,
so you let it be known.
You know, and that's always been crazy to me. You go to jail to be an upstanding citizen. An upstanding citizen. Man, I ain't doing that. I'm finna go home. I got an outdate. Man, I don't want to do that. You know.
I'm doing it all except coke. I'm not doing no coke. Not doing no drug. Not doing it all. I'm not doing no drug, no coke, none of that. But everything else, what? I'm gonna give you a run for your money. I'm not helping you out. I'm not helping no CEOs out. None of that. Listen, as far as like CEOs, like when I was in the county, I was a CEO worker. But I didn't do that to help the damn CEO. I did that to benefit me. Bitch, I need the upper hand on you. I did that to create control and power. When you in jail, it's a power struggle. It's a struggle. It's a power structure. I want to be at the top. Bitch, I don't want to be at the bottom. I don't want to come ask you for nothing. You got to come ask me. I want to be able to cut the water off when I want to. I want to be able to feed you how much I think you should be fed. I'm not in there to be, oh, we even. We all in this together. No, the fuck we ain't. No, we ain't. No.
Yeah, that's a crazy mentality to go to jail, and then all of a sudden you go to jail, you the best damn citizen on the planet. But when you was out here, you was a damn fool.
Right.
You on your best behavior in jail.
Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. If you don't get your ass up out of here, mad you. COs is regular ass people with regular ass jobs. That's a regular ass job. They just there to corral the niggas.
And I want y'all to keep that on y'all brain. Just think about that. And y'all know a lot of people like that, especially that done been to jail before. They go to jail to be the best version of themselves. They get out early and all kind of shit. But when they was out here on the streets, they were some damn fools. A lot of y'all know them people.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So I got CO. You know what I'm saying? And jail is the perfect place to be the worst you. Jail is the perfect place to be the worst you. So I got a attitude because the bondsman ran off my motherfucking money, and I got an attitude because I'm around these weird ass bitches that I just don't click with or I don't get along with, and they doing shit to annoy me. Now, the one of the many things that annoyed me was every time I get on the motherfucking phone, this bitch Sierra and her meth head ass sister, they want to get near me and be extra loud. Now the common room, the phones was in the common room. Now the common room is like no bigger than the living room and a dining room put together. It's like maybe 5 round tables that seat 4, you know, and the tables are close to the phone. I mean, matter inches away. They chose to sit like with their backs facing me. They can reach out and touch my ass. That's how close they are to me. And be loud as fuck playing Uno. When I say loud as fuck playing Uno, I ain't never seen an Uno game. That motherfucker is like, when you got all this other goofy ass shit. And it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So when I turn around, man, I'm on this phone call that I'm paying for. I turn around, these bitches up there, they gambling with little ho-hos and shit like that. And I'm talking about they having a good old fucking time while I'm on the motherfucking phone trying to figure out who gonna come and get me up out of this place. So I'm like, yo, I'm on the phone. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, these bitches didn't have respect enough to shut the fuck up when they see me trying to handle my motherfucking business. It ain't like you don't know what's going on with me because, bitch, you gave me the motherfucking phone number. It was somebody you knew. I'm pretty sure it was somebody you knew. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell them to shut the fuck up or whatever, but of course, you know, they got an attitude and shit, but they find it funny. They doing all little smart snickering. Bitch mad because we having fun. They all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget a motherfucking thing. Now, here's the thing. The way this place is set up, when you come up in this unit, and it's the only female unit, you got this common area. To the right, you know what I'm saying? It's a glass wall with 4 cells on it. That's the hole. You know what I'm saying? Then next to that glass wall is another entryway, which is the showers. And next to those showers is more cells. Now, when you walk out a little bit, you have stairs that go upstairs, and it's like 12 cells up there. Now, don't get me wrong. Overtime was one of the cleanest fucking jails I've ever seen in my whole life. I mean, even their beds was different. They didn't have mats and all this other shit. They had mattresses. That's what we laid on. These slabs came out from the wall, and they were mattresses. You jump up, jump down, whatever. You come in and out your cell. You clean every morning, all type of shit. Now, the bitch Sierra, her cell was.
What?
Listen, Owatonna was so fucking clean. So clean. You know how when you go to jail, people refuse to wash their ass?
Yeah.
Oh no, you wasn't doing that. Get your ass up. Get your ass up so you can get in the shower. And like breakfast is at 7. And the Owatonna Steele County Jail is on a Genio farm.
The turkey,
so
chicken.
The turkey, chicken, Pepsi was right next to it. So all the food was fresh.
Officer, they got good ass food up in there.
The food was so good, you gonna get fat.
Yeah.
They not skipping. And they got the niggas in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't see no black people up in there. You found their ass in the kitchen. They in the kitchen cooking. I'm talking about, and you get fresh churned butter, none of that, nothing. I'm talking about all the food was fresh. Commissary came twice a week, but your money was put on a debit card with your ID, like your ID on one side and your swipe on the back. So they had vending machines. You can go to the vending machines from sun up to sundown. Sun up to sundown, everything you need on commissary is in those vending machines. The vending machines will stock twice a week. I'm talking about everything. You could even call, even the phone was different. You could call and leave the inmates voicemails. You call you call whatever number it is, and you put in a inmate ID number and you leave voicemails. Up in there, you don't get visits. You don't get regular visits or whatever. Instead, you do Skype. So you can get Skyped all day long. If you can just say me, I could jump on Skype to call somebody up in there, and you just got to catch it ringing. You hear it ringing, so you'll be like, "Hey, is somebody over here? Y'all know somebody like this?" Because they could come right through.
Wow.
Like they did laundry twice a day. Twice a day, you had to change your clothes twice a day. Like I said, the beds was not mats; they were mattresses. It was very comfortable in there. And the reason why it was so comfortable in there is because, like I said, you did weekend jail there. You had people that was doing work release there. And you had people that was doing, like, the longest you could be there is 5 years. And so they just made it comfortable. And then the TV, you put your headphones on. Like you had headphones so you could tune in and listen. So the TV wasn't up loud unless you had your headphones on, and you could tune in to different pods and listen to whatever they watching. It was really, really put together up in there. And everybody that worked there had a military background.
Yeah, one of the prisons that I was at was on a farm, and man, we ate good up in there though. We ate good up in there. We had it going on. We was on the farm. We made sure we had the food jumping in that place. So I can imagine if it was on a Jenny O farm and they were just passing down the food, how y'all was eating up in there.
And then they came, a lot of those people up in there, like I said, 80% of the people up in there were meth addicts, so they detoxing, and their whole goal was to, when you came up in there, for you not to leave the way you came in. So they feeding you. So they give you big ass portions on your plate, big portions. Even they give you pops with your dinner and stuff like that. And they come equipped with extra trays. So you can have, if you still want some more, you can get more. They had it on the jail side.
They trying to get their people's strength back up after they done been out there running hard, and they can afford to do that because it's a little part of the world. And they really, like you said, with that Jenny O form right there, that's wow. But you ready?
Yep.
And Pepsi.
It's right next to the motherfucking shower. Whatever, you come in and out your cell, you clean every morning, all type of shit. Now, the bitch Sierra, her cell was right next to the motherfucking shower. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot that this bitch the night before was up there extra loud and thought it was extra spicy and funny to be loud as fuck while I was on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So while that bitch was in there sleeping, because these hoes, they get high all night and they sleep all day. And they still got those ways while they're up in jail. You know what I'm saying? Nope. They want to be up all night, kicking and ha. And then they had vending machines that you can go to all night long up in that bitch. Or before they tell you just don't bring your ass out here no more, you can go to the vending machines and swipe your damn ID card. And that's how you got your snacks and shit. Commissary came twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you wanted some shit in between time, you go to the vending machine. You know what I'm saying? So they got all like snacks and shit. They done been up all night, playing and all this goofy ass shit. Like I told you, these bitches was immature ass, meth head ass kids. And I'm like the oldest person up in there. One of the oldest people up in there. And once again, I got an attitude because the bitch is there longer than what she was supposed to be. So
I get up early in the morning time. I'm used to getting up early in the morning time. I fuck with banks, you know? So while these bitches in they cell, I go get in the shower. And a bitch like me, I'm gonna sing my songs in the motherfucking shower. Your energy. I'm talking about I'm singing loud as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm singing loud as fuck. And I can hear these bitches, man, shut the fuck up and all this other shit. But when I was on the fucking phone, you hoes weren't quiet. You know what I'm saying? You hoes weren't quiet when I was on the motherfucking phone. So why the fuck should I be quiet when you hoes trying to sleep? I was trying to handle business, bitch. You're just being lazy. It's a difference. Now, here's the thing about jail. You can get into it in jail about any motherfucking thing, especially when there are cultural barriers. You know what I'm saying? These bitches are like Indians. Excuse me, they're trash. They're the trash of their heritage. You know what I'm saying? These bitches, they don't. Only thing they thinking about is fucking a dude. You know, Robin's locked up on the other side. I want to fuck him when he comes out and all this other shit. He's locked up on the other side, bitch. The fuck you mean? You don't even know when you getting out of here. You know, these bitches want to tell the dope fiend stories and all this other shit. And it's not, they're not telling these stories because they want to be rehabilitated and no shit like that. They're telling these stories so they can get a homegirl tips. Next time our water is contaminated, bitch, put a pop bottle down, let the rainwater run in it, and you use that water to shoot the fuck up.
Oh, no.
You know, bitch, I want to tell you about the meth crystal.
Listen, I never in life knew how to shoot meth, but I came up out of there a drugologist, a hypologist. Listen, a hypologist, a junkologist. I learned how to shoot meth. Damn. And then they was talking about their water be contaminated, like with worms and bacteria and all this other stuff, like real worms. So they was saying when their water get contaminated, you know, they gotta use bottled water and all this other stuff, right? And so they was like, sometimes they don't have money to buy bottled water. So what they'll do, they'll take a pop bottle, a 2-liter bottle, cut it, and you know the nozzle part.
Right.
They'll set it down somewhere, you know, got the cap on there and collect rainwater.
Right.
And that's how they shoot. That's how they shoot they meth with the rainwater. And if the rainwater, like if it was like dirt or something up in the rainwater, they'll start using Gatorade.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, I learned so much stuff. I learned how to make Marty cocktails. I learned how to take
Marty what?
Cocktails.
Oh, Molotov cocktails. What are you talking about? Okay.
Molotov cocktails.
Okay.
Marty cocktails.
Okay.
I learned how to take you know, styrofoam cups and pour them and sit it in gasoline and let the styrofoam melt because it turns into deteriorate. It turns into a gel. And then you take a tennis ball, a green tennis ball, and you dip it inside that gel and you set it on fire and you throw it and it sticks.
Oh.
I didn't know that you couldn't cook crack and meth in the same vicinity because it'll create a chemical combustion and blow your ass up. Make a human stew. I didn't know this, but Abraham Lincoln told me this. Now, he's not really Abraham Lincoln, but he looked like Abraham Lincoln. And he had partials, but he was young, but he was in a meth fire. Listen, I learned so much shit up, and it was like college for criminals, I guarantee you. So I became a junkologist, a drugologist, a methologist, all this. While I was sitting up in there. Go ahead.
Damn.
Crystallizing in the body and they got no shit like that. They're telling these stories so they can get a homegirl tips. Next time our water is contaminated, bitch, put a pop bottle down, let the rainwater run in it, and you use that water to shoot the fuck up.
Back it up, babe. Because I want you to hear about this crystal, the meth, what it does in the body.
Back it up?
Yeah, right there. Let me see.
Thinking about is fucking a dude. You know, Robin's locked up on the other side. I want to fuck him when he comes out and all this other shit. He's locked up on the other side, bitch. The fuck you mean? You don't even know when you getting out of here. You know, these bitches want to tell the dope fiend stories and all this other shit. And it's not, they're not telling these stories because they want to be rehabilitated and no shit like that. They're telling these stories so they can get a homegirl tips. Next time our water is contaminated, bitch, put a pop bottle down, let the rainwater run in it, and you use that water to shoot the fuck up. You know, bitches want to tell me about the meth crystallizing in their body and they got to push it through their titty. Or do you rinse it off or do you smoke it again? All type of.
So this is what I learned while I was in hypologist school, methologist school, drugologist school. Okay, so crystal meth crystallizes when you smoke it, it crystallizes in your body. It becomes glass. And so what happens is it has to come out your body some shape, form, or fashion. So it pushes itself through the body. And you don't know where it's going to push itself through. And this particular chick, she said it came through her titty.
Oh, no.
So it was like a boil or whatever, but it pushed itself through the titty.
So this is why they be having all them sores and shit on them.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. All right, we can go ahead.
Meth. Oh, man.
You know, contaminated bitch, put a pop bottle down, let the rainwater run in it, and you use that water to shoot the fuck up. You know, bitches want to tell me about the meth crystallizing in their body and they got to push it through their titty. Or do you rinse it off or do you smoke it again? All type of different weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? These were the stories. Nothing in here you could grow from. You know, if we was in a different situation, I would clearly be the seller and these motherfuckers would be the users. And that's really how I looked at it. Now, listen, I'm there. Once again, I'm there longer than I should have been because now they still trying to figure out, you know, is dude really going to get my bond money back? The bail bondsman who done ran off, is he going to get my bail bonds money back? My bond money, I couldn't even get that out. My bond money back, or is they going to have to pay this bond again? So once again, this phone is my best friend because I'm really trying to get the fuck up out of here. You know, the only type of release I had up in there, or relief, not release. I don't want to say that because I don't want you to think the only type of relief I had up in there was when movie night came. You know what I'm saying? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they had movie night. Now they give you a list of options to pick these fucking movies. Mind you, I'm the only black person up in there. Now, when I get this fucking list, guess what I see on there? One of my favorite movies in the whole wide world, Love and Basketball. But of course, I'm gonna pick, you know what I'm saying, Love and Basketball. The bitch Ciara, she got a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? She got a problem with me picking this Love and Basketball. Now, imagine she got an attitude from me telling them shut the fuck up when I was on the phone. She got an attitude for me singing in the fucking shower, which I don't give a fuck because the bitch should have shut up when I was on the phone. People don't understand this cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? I can only be this way if you're that way. If you came to me on some mature shit, I would have been with you on some mature shit. But just the way you can be petty and goofy, so can I. You know what I'm saying? So can I. And the whole thing is I can back my shit up because I can fight. Now these bitches, I don't know if this was their mindset, but this was where I felt like their mindset was. I was the only black girl up in there. I really wasn't vibing with nobody up in there. Them bitches done been there longer than me. So they pretty much feel like, you know what I'm saying? Let's pick on a black girl. I am not the black girl to pick on. You know, I'm not with that shit. Like I fight. So have it go. I'm picking out the movie. Love and Basketball comes out. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them I want Love and Basketball. This is my business. This is my business. This is my choice. This is my option. All you other motherfuckers picked what y'all wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I ain't want to see. I picked the shit I want to see, something I was familiar with. You know? So don't nobody want to see Love and Basketball. Nobody wants to see that. I'm like, who you talking to? I'm somebody. Fuck you mean nobody wants to see it, bitch? That's why I picked it. I'm somebody. I'm the somebody who picked it. You know what I'm saying? So she got her sister in there with her. Both of these bitches are locked up for the sister was found on the side of the road. The bitch was found slumped on the side of the road next to a piece of a garbage can. You know, they brought her ass in there. She was barely hanging on. This other one, she was found inside the fucking meth house. So both of them were two peas in a pod. You know what I'm saying? Before the sister even got there, Sierra was talking hella shit about her sister. Talking about, the hoe isn't anything. She was trying to fuck with Johnny, and she knew I was fucking with Johnny and all this other goofy ass shit. But when her sister walk up in there, but of course it's all love. Now you done told all these people this girl business, so everybody looking at this bitch like, look at this trash. She was fucking with Johnny. She was living better, So people looking at her crazy and shit. So her sister is sitting next to her while she's going on this rant that nobody wants to see Love and Basketball. She ain't talking about nobody else's movie. She's talking about mine. Now, once again, when you're in jail, you know what I'm saying? An argument can start with any fucking thing. You can argue over fucking sandwiches. You can argue over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can argue over any fucking thing. But she's picking and she constantly saying something about my movie choice. It's like, don't say shit to me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't say shit about nothing I'm doing up in here. Mind your business. Mind your business. So her sister tell her, no, I'm going back and forth with her. I'm like, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You gonna stop me from seeing it? You gonna erase my choice? What are you gonna do? So her sister tell her, Sierra, just stop going back and forth with her. She likes to argue. I sure the fuck do. You know what I'm saying? Now, at this point in time, when this is going on, they done went to the vending machine and they got a whole bunch of snacks and shit. Now, to these bitches who's used to having nothing in fucking life, these snacks and shit in this jail, because they can keep eating this shit, you know what I'm saying? To them, they winning. It's like, bitch, you got some ho-hos. You got a Twinkie. You got some fucking, some donuts. You're not fucking winning. You're not winning. You know what I'm saying? You got kids outside that you ain't thought about. You're not winning up in this bitch. So she's sitting there licking her fingers, and I think that annoyed me even more because bitch got chocolate and shit around her mouth. Nobody wants to see that, And then her sister, stop arguing with her. Sierra. She likes to argue. You sure the fuck right. You know what I'm saying? I like to argue because bitch, I can fight. You know what I'm saying? This bitch say, you know what, you're right. You know what's right? I can't remember the sister name. I think it was like 10 or some shit like that. I can't remember. But you know what? You're right. She just fucked up my powwow. Bitch just fucked up my powwow. What the fuck you mean I fucked up your powwow, bitch? For one, I wasn't bothering you. For two, you're talking shit about my.
I did not know what the fuck a powwow was. I had to figure it out. Like, I just fucked up your powwow. Like, bitch, if you don't shut up. Listen, I don't think y'all understand how angry I was because she kept talking shit about Love and Basketball. I felt like I was the representative for Love and Basketball. I felt like I had run it myself, and bitch, you up here talking about it. You're trash. You would never be what Love and Basketball means to me, bitch. I was so irritated. And then to look at the skeleton of a sister that she got, that bitch like the Crypt Keeper with red hair. Like, bitch, both of you, I would beat y'all with one another. Like, I was so irritated. And I was so irritated up in there. But hey y'all, hey Walt, what's good? David Scott,
El San Diego SC.
El San Diego, that's what that means. El San Diego, Keyshawn. Hey, all y'all.
That means one El San Diego Southeast Dago in this thing. What's up? Shout out to Southeast Dago. Listen, I don't want to, we got a lot of people in here, for a lot of people that don't know, to make it significant with
and Macadocious.
When this lady say, you fucked up my powwow. Now, all these women in here that she's talking about and that she's going back and forth with, these are Native Americans. Most of these women are Native Americans. So that's why it's funny that she says, you fucked up my powwow. Because this is a Native American woman saying this to Cece. And Cece, of course, being from the south side of Chicago, she don't know what the fuck a powwow is. She didn't watch The Lone Ranger. She didn't watch Cowboys and Indians. She don't know what the fuck a powwow is. The only reason why I know what a powwow is because I watched fucking Westerns because I'm from Texas growing up when I was a little bitty boy. But other than that, I wouldn't know. But you ready?
Uh-huh. Hey, Kendra.
I think it was like 10 or some shit like that. I can't remember. But you know what, you're right.
Oh, and let me say this. Both of these, I have seen these girls. Like I know for sure the sister. I've definitely seen the sister. Cece definitely be in contact with the sister that she talking about. She be reaching out all the time on Facebook. So this shit is and they done co-sign this shit. Her and some other girl that was in there with them. But I want
Sarah.
Sarah.
The
I wanted to
Sarah.
say that. Say that.
Both of the
She
Sarah.
white.
Sarah Smith.
Was she white or both of them Native American?
The Sarahs are white. Sarah John and Sarah Smith.
Yeah, Sarah John. That's
white.
the one I remember. Okay, and Sierra's sister. That's. But yeah, this is some real shit going on here. But let's get to it.
You know, she just fucked up my power like that. I can't remember. Right. You know that's right. I can't remember the sister name. I think it was like Timna, some shit like that. I can't remember. But you know what, you're right. You know, she just fucked up my powwow. Bitch just fucked up my powwow. The fuck you mean I fucked up your powwow, bitch? For one, I wasn't bothering you. You know, for two, you're talking shit about my choices. I didn't talk shit about the nigga you been fucking with no legs. I ain't said none of these things. So why is my choice, my movie choice, bothering you? You know what I'm saying? Once again, you think you could pick on me. Another thing, like I said, this is a bitch just a couple of years older than my oldest daughter. Bitch, I will flood you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to warn her. Like, bitch, you better go on somewhere and find you something to do. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and find you something to do. And another thing I was pissed off about, I didn't know what the fuck a powwow was. You know what I'm saying? I thought the bitch was talking about I warned her pussy or some shit like that. Like, the fuck is you talking about? You know, I'm clueless to this shit. I come from a regular neighborhood. Come to find out a powwow is like a party or some shit. Bitch, say a party. You talking about a powwow. Immature ass bitch. Next day come around. You know what I'm saying? Next day come around. They get ready to play the movie. What movie comes on first? Love and Basketball. Oh my God. CO. Now, the COs, you have to call them. You know what I'm saying? They can hear every fucking thing. You have to call them. Nobody wants to see this. Why is this on? Nobody wants to see it. I'm like, I want to see it. And I was sitting there front and center, y'all. I was sitting there front and center. So she, like I said, nobody wants to see this. Can you guys change this? Can you guys change this? This is how serious this shit is. Me and this bitch is arguing over a TV that's not either one of ours. You know what I'm saying? She's arguing because she just don't want me to see fucking Love and Basketball. And I'm arguing because, bitch, you're not going to deprive me of seeing what pleasure I do have up in here. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So her sister say, hey, Sierra, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You know, just leave it alone. She said, you know what? You're right. She's just an ignorant black bitch.
Belt to ass.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna show you how it.
Why did it have to escalate to that?
Because it always.
It didn't have to even go there.
When they don't have a win, that's the only thing they can go for. Black bitch. Listen, if I die today or tomorrow, I want to come back black.
Yeah.
I want to be black. I don't want to be a water bug. I don't want to be a giraffe. I don't want to be a tall tree. I don't want to be a whale. I don't want to be Mexican. I don't want to be white. I want to be black when I come back to this bitch. I don't even want to be a black cat. I want to be a black woman. It is what it is.
Say it loud.
You talking to me. Listen, you trying to steal when I came in, you trying to talk like you were black. You trying to talk like me, but then you try to use my blackness, my color as a damn insult when you try to use our culture. Knock it the fuck off. Bitch, I'm not insulted to be black, but I know you was trying to be ignorant with it, so I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to give you what you was looking for.
Damn. Let's get back to this. I'm going to bring it back. How we got here.
You know what I'm saying? So her sister say, hey, Sierra, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You know, just leave it alone. She said, you know what? You're right. She's just an ignorant black bitch. What? Like this is your defense. This is what you get down with. You know what I'm saying? I said, what the fuck you say? Like I said, you're an ignorant black bitch. I was sitting 2 tables over from this chick. Mind you, I'm a big bitch. You know what I'm saying? I get up from that table. I had on my Crocs. I slid my ass over there like my name was Miss Nikki. And put both of my hands, these big ass hands of mine. I put them on the table. Bitch, say it again. Say it again. You know what I'm saying? Please say it again. Say what you said. So she's sitting there. Her sister done sat up and sat back. You know what I'm saying? So she's sitting there. She act like she looking through me. You heard what the fuck I said. Say it again. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. No, bitch, you said what you said when I was over there. I'm in your face right now. I can reach out and touch you. Say it again. So she shook. It's clearly she shook, but she's trying to put a manager. It's other people in this day room. These other people didn't even bother me. They was like blank faces to me. I just got to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't bother me as much as this bitch did. She's trying to prove to these people that she's not scared or whatever. But the bitch is nervous. She got a pencil. She got a pencil and she like, fumbling with the shit. The bitch accidentally, and I know it was an accident. She accidentally flipped this bitch and it rolled on the table and the shit touched my finger. When I say I took off on that bitch like I had a rocket in my ass, I started punching that bitch all in her face. Now, imagine you, her sister over there who the one, just leave her alone, Tiara, just leave her. This bitch ain't swung nothing. Stop hitting my sister, no bitch. You know what I'm saying? If you get in it, I'm gonna take you and whip this bitch ass with. I promise you. I'm hitting this bitch. I'm talking about I'm socking her. I was no longer in an Owatonna County Jail, Steele County Jail. I was no longer there. I was on 71st Street and a bitch had just punched me. That's what in my head, that's what was going on. And that's how I was treating this bitch. I'm talking about I'm hitting her ass. I'm socking her. I'm socking the fuck out of her. I'm socking her. Somebody call a CO. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who called a CO because I was constantly socking this bitch. I promise you I'm socking her. The CO grabbed me. You know what I'm saying? She take her to the hole. She put her fucking hands on me. Take her to the hole with her brace mouth ass. You know what I'm saying? I whooped that bitch ass like her mother should have. Your mother should have taught you some fucking respect. You don't go around calling people niggas. You know what I'm saying? Or black bitches and none of that shit. You address me by my motherfucking name. Because if you don't, anything that come after that should be an ass whooping. I don't play no type of games. I didn't say you fucking, I don't even know what the fuck to call these people. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. That's not my thing. I got bigger fish to fry. I got to get the fuck up out of here. You bitches make a life out of bidding. That wasn't me. You're mad because I made a decision you didn't like. I want to watch a fucking movie. You don't watch, you putting down Geronimo and my Benji, my dog, all type of stupid shit. Bitch, I don't want to see that. That's what give you pleasure, but don't knock my pleasure. Please don't. Have it go to CEOs come and get me. You know what I'm saying? They come and get me, snatch me up.
She was a new meth head.
Wow.
She was Andre. She was a new meth head. Wow. She took her braces off up in there. Yep. I mean, I'm not being funny. She was a new meth head, and when she was a teenager, she right now my oldest daughter is 27. So at this point, like right now my oldest daughter is 27. So she right now is probably 29.
It's so many things that it's so many things to build from off of this. It's crazy. But I mean, kudos to you. I want to give you a round of applause, another one. Because you whooped her ass. Because she deserved the ass whooping. That was what was wrong with her. But as soon as she get her ass whooped, of course she started screaming for the police. As soon as she getting smashed.
Yeah. That's what they do. They antagonize. And they soon as you get on their ass, police! CO! They do that. Yep.
That shit.
We're going through that right now with one of our kids.
Yeah, that shit is wild. But like I said, kudos to you for whooping her ass. I mean,
I'm all with whooping the bitch ass. I'll be on it. I'll be trying to whoop ass. I'm not even supposed to be trying to whoop their ass. I'll be on it. Business meetings, grocery store encounters. Y'all, we had a business meeting that did not go white.
It did go white. That's why your ass went crazy up in there. Look,
it didn't go right. I just called them on their bullshit. They be thinking they could play. You're not finna play.
I mean, and I think we didn't discuss it before, but it's hard to take her into, like, at this point, because we do have products. We deal with big ass manufacturers and different things like that. We're no longer in the streets. We don't sell drugs. You're not busting chicks. You're not dealing with these corporate people. You can't handle these corporate people like you would a street beef. You know what I mean? But you can't tell her that.
She, first of all, and I say this all the time, Black is my man. Black is my man, right?
Be careful with this, please.
I'm going to be very careful. I don't like nobody trying to carry him. Black is very professional, very professional. And when you're dealing with bitches, they try to play on, and I don't do talking. I don't talk. I listen. You know what I'm saying? I listen. So even when they don't think I'm listening, or even when they think they having this private phone conversation, I'm right there listening. I'm listening. I hear everything. And so don't tell my dude one thing and then try to do some other stuff. You know, you already moving janky, and I see this. You know, however it goes, we go to this meeting, and stuff is nowhere near what it's supposed to be. And it's like, oh yeah, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. Now, mind you, when there's a product, you see my face. You see my face. It'll be out in a couple of weeks. It'll be out in a couple. Yeah, we gotta go do some other stuff. It'll be out in a couple of weeks.
We got the labels. We in the final stages of getting the labels done.
I was just about to say that. That's the final. We in the final stages of it. But when you're handling business, all I's supposed to be dotted, all T's supposed to be crossed. And when you're dealing with people, it's mainly women. When they're dealing with a man, especially if the woman isn't as vocal as the man. I'm not vocal for a reason, because I cuss your ass out. And Black is very professional, so he handled business a certain type of way. Therefore, it's best for Black to handle business, because I'm not seasoned for a lot of stuff. And I have a very, 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 very short tolerance for bullshit. I'm gonna tell you where you can go. It just is what it is. However it goes, we were supposed to go pick up X, Y, and Z. This was told, and we had waited months on our product. Now, when you see our product, you see my face. You know, you see my face. We already know my history. So if people is ordering stuff and all this other shit, and we running late on dates, people don't give a damn. If they didn't spend their money, they don't give a damn about nothing you talking about. Where is my stuff at? If the company's supposed to give us a date and our shit's supposed to be ready, it's supposed to be ready. This is business. You know what I'm saying? This is not friendship. This is business. So if we 3-4 months you got our money, and we don't spend no little money, tens of thousands of dollars is spent making sure we have the right stuff all the time, making sure our products is fresh, making sure it's on point, making sure our customers get our stuff. And when we get there, you don't got our shit. Why? You got our money, but you don't got our shit. So I'm going to say something, because you acting like, and you saying it like, oh yeah, you know, no, bitch, are you slow? Because guess what? That fallback is not going to come on you guys. It's going to come on me. And I don't want nobody saying I scammed them in business. I don't play that. I do not play those type of games. And I will really get down like, I do not play them type of games. So I had to handle this situation the way I handle a bitch in the street, because you playing with me. And then what makes it, when you get on their ass like that, you know, when you get on their ass like that, they try to rearrange your words and try to act like your insult is not justified, or your actions or your attitude or your words to them isn't justified. When you just sit up here and play to my face, and you play with my money. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. And then you trying to apologize. I don't want your fucking apology, bitch. I want my products for my customers. And this is how this goes. Black, however, he handles everything with care. He handles everything with care, and he's very understanding, and he's very patient. Me, I have no patience. That's why I don't talk. Because as soon as I see the bullshit, as soon as I see it, and I tell him behind the scenes, like, yup, this is how XYZ, because I see it, especially when I'm realizing who the person is. And once a person show you who they are, that's who they are.
So I shut my ass up and let Black handle the business. And the only time I get active for real on the business side is in them damn comment sections when people are lying. Because you start lying, that's what we have lawyers for. And once you start talking to their ass that way, then you're so unprofessional. Listen, you didn't set up and say it. Mad you. When products go out, you send a tracking number, you say everything. You can see where your product is. So for you to sit up and say I scammed you when you have your tracking number because the post office hasn't delivered your shit yet, like I work for UPS, you putting the heavy on me for UPS? Oh, bitch, I'm telling you a new hole in your ass. That's the way life goes. And then they tell me I'm unprofessional because I could call you a damn liar. You sit up and say when you hit up the website, you got nothing but an automated response. We don't have not one damn robot work for us. If you hit the website up, guess who you talking to? A person. And they gonna handle the shit with care. How do I know? Because I sit there and watch it. Go handle it with care. You will never talk to a robot. And so when I ask you, well, please send me these responses that this robot sent you, you can't. Because it don't exist. Then you try to move on from that to try to act like I'm the one crazy. Bitch, I will argue all day. I swore up and down. I want to be a lawyer. So I shut up unless I have to get active because I take it too far.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's get to it.
Shit, bitch, I don't want to see that. That's what gives you pleasure, but don't knock my pleasure. Please don't. Have it go to CEOs come and get me. You know what I'm saying? They come and get me, snatch me up, cover me up. They take me inside the fucking the glass wall. That was the hole. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time I'm in the fucking hole, like you gotta go on the cell. But you could come out the cell and you could walk to that glass wall. The whole time I'm in the hole, these motherfuckers walking past. Bitch should have never hit me. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, if they ever pop these locks on this motherfucking door, I'm gonna stomp your motherfucking ears together. That's what I was really thinking to myself. I promise you. But they came and got me. I had court the next day. You know what I'm saying? So they come get me from the hole and take me to court. Now, when I walk up in the court, in the little foyer to get to the court, I see all my people there. My stepmom, I see all my siblings there, my nephew and everything. And motherfuckers like, we're gonna get you up out of here today, baby. We're gonna get you up out of here today. Now, it was big. That was a big moment for me because my stepmom don't go no fucking well. You know what I'm saying? She not coming to nobody's jail to get no fucking body out, and her kids is grown. When I say grown in the ass, they 40, 50, 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm the baby girl from my mom. Have it goes. The motherfuckers, I went to court. They bring me back to the jail. They put me back in the hole. And 2 hours later, motherfuckers was coming up in there. The COs was coming up in there to get me so I can get the fuck up out of there. I looked at that bitch Sierra, like, yeah, I got you to do. And with that, I'm gone.
That was a dope story. Dope jailhouse story. Dope fighting thing. What's the most disrespectful thing? Well, and let me answer these questions. Candy says, oh no, not Candy. Kendra says Black loves that shit low key. What you talking about? I love this woman going crazy and blowing up and all that type of stuff. No, but what be happening is when this woman blows up or she do some BS, guess who got to clean that shit up? My homeboys, and a lot of my homeboys in the background, okay? And this is some real shit. They got a joke. They got a running joke. That every time this woman says or does something crazy, they say, damn, Black in the back, that nigga done threw the clipboard. He done threw the clipboard because he know, because this woman at any given time, she can blow up a deal. She can blow up a powerful meeting that we got. She can blow that shit up just because she gets mad at any given time. She can do it. And one of the things that we have that she's blessed with is that she is in a position of a boss. Cece own all her stuff. She own all her products and all this other shit. She's a real boss. She don't like, it's not a situation. I don't think a lot of y'all understand. She's not an affiliate. Okay. She don't go on and speak for some company and they give her some kind of affiliate check every month. Cece got her own product. She got her own stuff. So if she, whatever way she want to take it, she could take it. If she want to cuss all the customers out and be like, fuck all y'all and do all that, she could do that because she's in that type of position. And when she does that shit, guess who got to be over there to clean the shit up? Old Black. Old Black got to clean this up.
Listen,
Old Black gotta. Well, she really ain't like that. She really ain't, but she really is crazy like that. So they scared to interview her. It's a whole bunch of different things. This woman, guess who got to clean it up? Old Black got to clean it up. Old Black.
y'all listen. What's this NPR? It's NPR.
That's right. David Scott the third. That's right. David Scott the third. Black throwing the clipboard like that's not the play I called. Exactly.
Y'all listen. I'm
gonna say tell the NPR story, please.
Okay, so Black, y'all know Black is
y'all know. Wait a minute. Y'all know what NPR is? National Public Radio. Y'all know shit like Sesame Street, all them little stories and shit. They be reading Ernest Hemingway and all that. Well, the whisper blows and all that shit. Y'all know what go on NPR. Okay, I have no idea why the fuck these people call me trying to interview Cece. But go ahead, tell the story, please.
Because they tried to play me. That's why they call it. So here's the thing. People be trying to test my gangster, and I'm not being funny, but they be trying to see if I really am the way I really am. But nothing about me says play with me. It just is what it is. If you try, wherever you try to play with me at, that's where I'm gonna get down on you at. It is what it is. That's how I am. That's how I move. You know, sometimes it's intense, but you cannot, when you do something to a person, you cannot determine how they come back. Now, NPR, y'all know Black is my manager. We on the whole, all these people is reaching out. NPR calls Black. They calls Black to get an interview with me. Now, what the damn interview was about was intimacy in jail. Intimacy in fucking jail. You hear this? Intimacy in jail. You know, now at this point, female intimacy, they questioned, they contacted me about female intimacy like I'm just a whole damn bulldacker. Now, everybody else that was on this thing, they was loving couples and all type of shit, but I'm just a damn bulldacker on a damn female intimacy in jail. I bet. Now, here's the thing. When I do interviews, I expect for you to know who the hell I am. You know, because why else would you put me on your station? That's one. Two, when you talk to me, you need to be comfortable talking to me because I'm not going to dumb down my personality so your ass can be comfortable. I have a really big personality, so you have to match that energy or this shit going to be dry because I don't got nothing to say to you because I feel like I don't feel like
you be intimidating them people.
Yeah. I don't feel like mentally.
Yeah.
I do. It is what it is. I don't feel like you mental. I don't feel like it is what it is. However it go, we get on the interview, right? It's two people on the interview. It's this black dude, very whitewashed, and this lady, this lady. And so I guess she gonna get him to lead the damn interview. Straight bitch, right? So he, hi, Cecilia. How are you?
Remind you, wait. We are on NPR. Okay. That's how they sound. All them people sound like that on NPR.
What do I call you? I say you call me Cece. You know? So he's talking like he's scared to put the tip in. Did this hurt? Did this hurt? I said, listen, Madge, this is the beginning of the interview. We 38 seconds in. I say, look, sweetheart, I say, you need to talk like you know me, like you're not scared of me. I said, because you're kind of uncomfortable. I was like, you're not going to get the best me like this. You know what I'm saying? I say, loosen up, do something. I say, they watching you or something? You know, so he started laughing, and you could hear that the nigga wanted to break loose up in there, but he had to look at his surroundings, his coworkers. Damn. You know, so the lady, her super stupid ass, decided she want to take charge because she feel like she can handle me.
You know, she gonna tame this horse. This bitch get up there and start talking. Sorry, Lord, but it is what it is. She get up there and start talking, and she got a little bit more personality than dude got. You know, she got a little bit more. You know, she don't put raisins in a potato salad. She got a little seasoned salt of stuff up in there. Okay, we get to talking and everything. So she tell me, how was it being intimate in prison? I said, what you mean? I came. What you mean? How was it being intimate? She want to know how did I was I the aggressor, or was I getting nailed to the cross? You know, and then the bitch asked me. I tell her, no, you're not gonna poke me with no rubber. You dang. You know, that's not what I did.
No, don't get clean now. Don't get clean now. Say it.
You're not poking me with no rubber dick. It is what it is. You're not gonna poke me with nothing you done made up and stick it up in me. This is what I tell her. You know what I'm saying?
On NPR.
Then
on NPR.
She asked me, you know, well, how was it? It was great. Goddamn it, I told her the whole situation. I got down off the bed, I ain't having no drawers, I had my shirt on, I'm dancing and everything. Next thing you know, we got it in. We had to hurry up before the damn CO came. Now, she asked me, she said, was this your first time in prison? I said, yeah. She asked me, was I, you know, into girls before I went to prison, or did I discover I like girls when I was in there? I said, I dipping a dab, you know, outside of prison. She said, well, I heard that they like taking pussy. She didn't say that, but, you know, a lot of women say that they were taking advantage of. I said, oh, no, ain't no bitch taking advantage of me. I said, they take advantage of people like you. They take your shit. I said, matter of fact, people like you is the ones who pay people like me for protection. The hell you mean somebody taking advantage of me? Bitch, you don't hear my mouth. You don't hear nothing I got going on up in here. Do it look like somebody finna take advantage of me?
Damn. And this is what she says to the lady that hosts the show at NPR. She said she told her, now you people like you are the ones that get they booty
taken advantage of. They do that to y'all. You don't know how to fight back. You're cowardly.
And she said it very assertive like that to this lady. And I was like, and then, you know, I mean, it's just a lot of people do not want to talk to Cece because she is extremely aggressive, you know. And like my friends say, a lot of my friends say, you know, that I'm always throwing the clipboard. This is a real ongoing thing that goes on behind the scenes with a lot of my friends that got like platforms and shit like that, because this girl will just say anything. If you watch the interview she had with what's that boy, the white boy, Adam 22 with the no jumper, and you know, if you look at in his past interviews, he's cool, you know, he's real smooth, like real even keel. But when he was on there with Cece, he was dying fucking. The shit that she was saying was embarrassing to him. It was like he was just taken aback by like some shit she was saying he had never heard before, but it was a bit abrasive and over the top. And it's just like,
why is it abrasive and over the top if it's the truth?
It's not that it's just the truth. It's just that you are 0 to 1,000 so fast, and you catch people off guard, and you can be a bit aggressive and a bit abrasive and a bit over the top. Like you told that woman, like you told her that she was going to be a victim in the jail. And wait a minute. And let me tell you this. And then then they put the interview out, right? They got like, now they done talked to Cece for damn near an hour. They got one fucking piece of clip. Like the shit was like 1 minute. They could only use like 1 minute of the interview on NPR.
I just want to know. You tell me. First of all, you on the phone with me because I've been in prison. I got these prison stories. And the first thing that come to your damn mind to say to me is you want to know my history as, you know, being bisexual or whatever you want to call it. And then the first thing that come to your damn mind was, am I getting fucked in there with a dick? A made dick. And then the second thing that come to your mind was me being taken advantage of. You was trying to test me. No, let me tell you how this goes. People like you get taken advantage of. People like your co-host get taken advantage of.
It's
Well,
like
Tiana West say, where can we see these interviews? I think NPR got that up, but like I'm gonna tell you something, Cece got a lot of interviews that and she ain't gonna say this, but she got some interviews that are so raw they can't put them out. She got interviews with some big platforms that have never aired because she's so abrasive and over the top, you know. But there's nothing wrong with that. So there's nothing wrong with that because Cece is she's in a position. A lot of these people, they go on these platforms, they tell lies, they fake, they fabricate stuff to get people to talk to them. And then they also do it in a manner to make people feel like they safe, like they can invite them to the platform. Because in reality, a lot of these people, that's how they make their living. They go on tours, like go on platforms and say crazy shit to get booked for interviews and shit like that. So when Cece is speaking, she's speaking to the heart, from the heart. She's speaking authoritative, extremely authoritative, and she don't have to kiss nobody's ass because she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck if she get called to another interview or not. And a lot of them, especially a lot of these dudes, they don't like that. A lot of these dudes, when they doing interviews, if the girl ain't fucking them and all that other shit, or sucking their dick, or kissing their ass, they don't want to talk to these women. They want to make them do something a little strange for a piece of change. But Cece don't she don't have to go by that, and which also makes her, and like I said, she's extremely overbearing herself, and a lot of people don't like that.
they can't stand it. They absolutely hate that I don't apologize.
Yeah.
I'm unapologetically me.
Well,
And people,
I'm sorry, and Tiana, these people have control of that content. So now we can't air them because they have that control of that content, and sometimes they'll put little pieces of it out. But and to woke the God, a lot of these people, they don't do their research. A lot of these people, and that irritates Cece. Cece wants, when she gets into a situation, when she's talking to these people, she wants them to know who she is and everything. And the sad part about it is a lot of these people, they look at her followers and views and stuff like that, and they just really just be wanting to put her on a platform to benefit them, to get them some views. So y'all will go over there and watch them and see what they got going on over there. They just trying to get their brand out. They don't really give a fuck about who she is or where she come from. And because they in their mind, there's no way in hell that somebody as raw as her can have a fucking 250,000 subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. She must have some sort of refinement or some sort of containment. But when they get her, they see that that's not the case. Cece is really the closest thing to a boss out here. Like I said, she ain't doing no affiliate marketing or no shit like that. She's got full control of all the brands and shit she promotes. It's her shit. She actually made the shit, sat down and formulated the shit, used the shit, manufacturing the shit, sitting down with the formulators and getting all that shit together, and then buying that shit and putting it for the run. She paying cash for the shit on the run. So she's in complete control of everything. And people like that, people don't like people like that. People don't like people like that. It just is what it is.
yeah. So at this point, I stopped doing interviews. I haven't done an interview in a while.
I mean, we're gonna do an interview here pretty soon with our friends. You know what I'm saying? That always interview us. They got their own platform, probably at Boss Talk, but I haven't. We don't. We don't care for that type of stuff. And she can do her own interviews over here. But look, we finna switch over to Twitch, and look, today on Switch we doing forensic files. I got a cool, we're doing forensic files, but I also got another paternity court in the chamber. So if you want to be over there, I got one in the chamber, but I think I hope this forensic file be hitting on something. So y'all want to come over there?
Come on over. We finna be on there. Babe, where you go? They ain't put his stuff out. Hello. I'm talking some hello like we on the phone.
I'm sorry. Y'all. I'm sorry. I was trying to get this deal for Twitch. But if you do want to come over to Twitch and kick it with us over there, we have a lot of fun over there. So I'm trying to tell y'all, come over there and fuck with us over there on Twitch. Let me get this thing set up for y'all. So get this in the chat so y'all can.
Yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all don't even know how much I appreciate y'all. It just feels really good. Like this witch has been a breath of fresh air. It feels good. It just feels really good. And I appreciate y'all being on this journey. I really take y'all to heart. So listen, let's see. I want y'all to come on over to Twitch. Let's keep this party going.
Yeah, and I put the link for Twitch in the chat. We finna go over there. We finna have some fun. Y'all go over there. Come on over there. We finna have a good time over there. And everybody that's been showing love and been supporting us, man. Thank y'all. Because without y'all, we wouldn't be in this position.
Kendra, you funny as hell. She talking about she keeping it a buck. That's her. It's Kendra. Listen, our haircut.
Oh, is that who that? I thought that was some old man. I thought that was something. I thought that was the
That's Kendra. And there go Tasha. Who's the lovely Lynn? Hey y'all. Oh, that's Miss Tasha. That's Tasha Cheney.
Yeah. Come on over there, y'all. We finna
hey
get
Tiana.
We finna
All right, y'all.
drop
Come
off
on.
YouTube. Give you a little peace sign, baby.
Bye, y'all.